Hey man, don't worry, be happy. That's the motto for the day. There's so much negative bullshit going around in this US of A. Hey, stuff is never gonna change. I mean, it's gonna change and get different. I mean, it's gonna be constant indifference. You know what I mean? Something is always gonna take its place. So it's gonna always feel like the conflicts are never resolved. Because you only see one side, and all that one person sees is that highlight to get recognition. Because you know that's what most people want in life, is recognition and accountability. You know, not accountability. Hold up, back up from that. They don't want that. But hey, man, people who do some horrible things to people just because it's in their nature. It's like, what happened to you? You know what I'm saying? Instead of asking people what's wrong with you, like they doing in that new book, what happened to you? Who broke you? Who hurt you? What happened? Tell your story. Speak it out, and then maybe you might feel a little bit better. And it ain't gonna solve all your problems now. Don't get it twisted. But if you acknowledge what happened to you, and like they said, that shit goes back into your rooted baby days. You know, they said that stuff is learned. It's feelings, emotions, tragic, trauma. Trauma is serious, you know what I'm saying? But trauma comes in so many different aspects of life. And people who suffer so much trauma, like, I be looking at trauma like, God damn, how am I still maintaining and living in this world? Because I've experienced so much trauma that's traumatic to me. Guess what? It will be traumatic to everybody. All the traumas I've been through, it be traumatic to everybody. Some people's tragedies aren't as traumatic to others, and you know that's not fair to them to discount somebody else's tragedy. But at the same time, all my shit, baby, mindset, people that come into your life and you know what I'm saying, help you experience and grow. That shit is important when you've experienced so many traumatic things in your life that, whew, hey man, waking up every day could be traumatic for certain people. And that's truthful, because guess what? This ain't Sesame Street. You know, I was watching the 50-year anniversary of Sesame Street last night, and like, half of the shit that's taught now, like if parents watch Sesame Street, grown-ups watch Sesame Street, they need a Sesame Street for adults. Sesame Street After Dark or some shit. I don't know. Something to just get people to take a little better conscious of understanding things. And sometimes I make stuff so, what's it called, so outlandish, it don't make no sense. Therapy right now, but y'all listening to some stuff, and I'm like, I'll just be talking about the I'm like, I've gone through so many tragedies. I got like a 10-year I got anniversaries for my tragedies, and then like I just went through a reunion of a tragedy or anniversary of a tragedy, whatever you want to call it. Is it a reunion or is it an anniversary? Because you know they both go with like denominational things, numerates. If I go back to that, I'm like April 23rd, which was what, 4 days ago. That was my major head injury where I flew off the bike and I got the bald spots, and my life has never been the same ever since. But it's cool. You know, so that was tragic. So now I got short-term memory loss that I deal with on a constant basis because, hey, I flew off a bike, motorcycle, hit my head on a telephone pole with no helmet on. Learned that mistake and won't do that again. Learned my lesson the hard way, but blessed by the best. I was recovered by God. God had my back, I tell you. Hey, you got so many people praying for you and wishing blessings upon you. Guess what? You do not even have to understand the miraculous miracles that are going to happen in your life. I promise you. That shit is amazing. Amazing. But man, you gotta learn how to keep the negative folks out of your shit. They be having bad juju. And you be around people that got bad juju, be gossiping, be talking shit, hey man, your shit is going to fester into your life, and that shit is going to do harm to you mentally first. Because guess what? The other stuff gonna come. I promise you that. Mentally, people don't understand how much mental health wears on your physical health. Hey man, I swear I thought I was getting beat up when I was working for Communell. Shit, every day I was killing myself. I was dying slowly. I was like, you might as well make a Dr. Kevorkian book about working at that company, because guess what? It's like that. You're gonna drink yourself to death. You're gonna worry yourself to death because you got people plotting on you. It's just toxic, and you shouldn't have to even endure stuff like that. And I'm not even just saying for black folks. Black folks get it fucked up now. Don't get it twisted. They want to treat you like you just, hey man, it's bad. I'll tell you that. It is bad how people that are not a part of the sorority or the in club or the, now don't get it twisted. It's a double-edged sword. I tell you, it's like it's the code switching shit. Guess what? They gonna smile in their face like you're a part of the club. Mark my words. They are. It's all right. That's what you're dumb if you trust any of them. And if you notice me and my lifestyle and cycle, or you will get to notice, there is no that trunk go? No. If you don't know, you will know. Hey, I have to keep my records. You got to keep receipts and records on folks in this line of work when you're different. I've been going through this since I was a child. I've been one of those that have accelerated in different schools and things like that. I mean, I went to great schools during my life. You know what I'm saying? When I lived in DC, I went to from elementary schools. I went to Millikan schools. I went to special schools. I went to performing arts schools. I went to engineering schools. I did that. I went to Catholic college. No disrespect to Kenmore High School. That was probably the most low budgeted ass school that I went to in my whole history of going to school. And I got a diploma from there. So, let me make it make sense. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? When I went to Kenmore, guess what? They did. They put me up. They skipped me a grade. So I didn't have to take the 11th. I took 11th and 12th grade at the same year because I was so advanced. Not to toot my own horn to say I'm not a rocket scientist or anything, but the girl's pretty smart and well off, you know what I'm saying, in the intellectual side. You didn't, this is not no boo-boo the fool, okay? You don't know what that means, look it up. Google is a bad motherfucker. It'll teach you a lot. That's what a lot of you people need to do. Just look up and Google some stuff. You get a different, maybe, hold on, but that's a whole different ball game that I can tell you. Because if you watch and think about your stream of how you Google stuff and what your Google preferences is, you're going to Google stuff that's probably intellectually connected to your mindset and your way of thinking anyway. So that's a catch-22 on another point in the video. But, because, yeah, that's just like the AI and, you know what I'm saying, how the artificial intelligence and they want to be able to, that's a whole different thing. I like this little neighborhood I'm riding in. Nice Fairline, Bicentennial. Okay, come on. Is that my doctor's office? Boop, 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 boop. Oh yeah, I did it the right way this time. I'm proud of myself. But all in all, I have to tell you, working in toxic environments, living in toxic environments, will make you toxic if you don't get out. Because guess what? Let's just use this a fake ass illusion. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say fake illusion. The illusion of the hood. I grew up in the hood my whole life. I grew up in different hoods. And what is a hood? I'm on the west side of Akron right now, but is that the hood? To some people that may be called the hood. Just because that's not where they live at. You're from Bath, I mean, you say the west West Akron. Pretty much like, oh no, it's in Mark. I like that route better than my other route. I have to take that route more often. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. But I'm at my appointment now, but I just like the vent. That was a nice little vent session, ramble session. Like I said, that's how my brain works. My brain starts off and talks about this, and then talks about that, and then conquers this, and then conquers that. But I just get so tired of people, you know what I'm saying, thinking they can run over people and put down people because of you don't know shit about that person, what that person's background is, what that person's done, what that person's moral compass is, or nothing. But I'm here to tell you, guess what? I ain't got nothing better to do but to figure out ways to help other folks figure it out. So what type of advocacy am I working on? Whatever you need help with, she get it done. I'm going to try to figure it out. But my main focus is on employment discrimination and advocacy. People shouldn't have to go to work for 14-hour days or 8-hour days, 5-hour days. I don't give a shit how long you got to go to work. You should not have to go to work into an environment that is toxic, detrimental. I mean, something that's hurting you mentally, because people are ignorant, biased. They're not aware. They're unequipped to realize, guess what? I should just treat you nice. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't look at you because you tan better than me. Hey, my bad. Tanya and Mike screwed. And she, you know, she want complexion, he want complexion. And this is what came out of all of this melanin right here. All of this melanin right here. I ain't asked to be here, so I'm not gonna ask for you to have to cow to you. She get it done. You know what I'm saying? It is so amazing how certain people still think the world revolves around them. I was like, that's why I said Sesame Street life. A lot of y'all would get along a lot better if we just lived in the days it's like Sesame Street. They taught you so gently and kind. People were different colors, shapes, sizes, formats, and from different places, had different languages and stuff like that. Where did the kids start watching Sesame Street? No, it wasn't the kids. The kids were fine. I guess it's the generations before. Sesame Street been out a long time, and for y'all not to me, I don't understand it. Maybe y'all need to go back and watch Sesame Street's 50th anniversary. I'm promoting that because that was really good. But I swear. I gotta take my purse in here because I'm going. I ain't locking my doors. Put my car key back to phone. You wanna lock the doors? Lip gloss on before I go in here. I should have put this on before I did the video, but I'm just making it make sense. All right, y'all, we gotta go. But this thing's my random vent for today. Enjoy your beautiful day. I'm going into therapy to enjoy my beautiful day. Peace.